So we just initiated a position, Shauna, in Tesla. We thought that the sell-off had gotten overdone. We'd owned it years ago.
Hey everyone, Alexionescu here. Welcome to Investor's Guide to the Galaxy. George Gianarikas. For every car they sell, there is a bonus of $15,000 profit opportunity to make in addition to profit from a car sale. Nancy Tengler said that Tesla is a stock you want to own 3 to 5 years from now. Although before we start, if you find this video helpful, it would mean a lot to me if you crashed that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's totally free and takes just a split second. If you want to show more appreciation, consider subscribing to my Patreon. Let's dive right into it. Tesla stock price yesterday down 0.77%. Past year down 66%. Past 5 years up 430%. Now let's hear Nancy Tengler talk about Tesla. Be careful, she says Tesla stock didn't reach the bottom yet.
Well, so we just initiated a position, Shauna, in Tesla. We thought that the sell-off had gotten overdone. We'd owned it years ago when Elon was in much bigger trouble than he is right now. Remember, he had SEC after him. He was sleeping on the floor of the plant. He was doing, podcasts, drinking whiskey and smoking a bong with Joe Rogan. And he was losing staff in a meaningful way. We learned, we took a double in the stock and we got out and we left a lot of money on the table. I think when you look at the growth, even with the demand slowdown, this is a stock you're going to want to own 3 to 5 years from now. Maybe not for the next 3 months, but that will give us an opportunity to add to our position. So that's one name on the risk side.
And now George Gianarikas from Canaccord.
On Tesla, of course, as we do look ahead for what this year has in store for the company. Let's bring in George Gianarikas. He's managing director at Canaccord Genuity. Got a buy rating, $275 price target on the stock. Nice to have you. You wrote in a very recent note that you thought, at least in your opinion, that these numbers that we got on production and delivery were better than at least the worst case fears. Market doesn't seem to be taking it that way, George, does it?
No, I think everyone's now waiting for the conference call. Elon Musk gave a chat on Twitter Spaces a couple of weeks ago and basically alluded to the fact that the company is going to value unit over margins as we head into the cyclical downturn in autos. And so I think we're all waiting to see how bad the margins and the average selling prices could get next year. Well, we have confidence over the long term is that every time, and why we think the company prefers unit over margins, if you think about it, every time they sell a car, there's a $15,000 opportunity to add software to that vehicle. That's 30% gross margin in addition. And that $15,000 is autopilot. Right now, we assume they're at about a mid-teens penetration rate. But as that product gets better, as people feel more comfortable with it, we think there's a long-term opportunity to really enhance gross margins. It came off like 70% last year. It's down another 10% or 9% today. So clearly a lot of this, in our opinion, is priced in. And with regards to new models, they announced two things. One thing actually that was interesting. They announced an Analyst Day, and they're also going to introduce their Gen 3 platform, which is this low-cost model that people are talking about. Maybe it ramps in 24 into 25. And don't forget, in the second half of this year, they're bringing on the Cybertruck, which is a game changer. And look, some of the orders that they have may or not stay, but people had assumed that there's about 1.5 million orders for the Cybertruck last time we saw some published numbers.
This is George Gianarikas' profile on TipRanks. It doesn't look so great. His ranking is very, very bad. 8,090 out of 8,240 Wall Street analysts. You can see here his buy ratings on Tesla. I think on the long term, next couple of years, he will be very successful because of Tesla. Take all of this with a grain of salt, because this analyst has a poor rating on TipRanks, but he said some interesting stuff regarding Tesla upselling the FSD software to already Tesla owners and potentially making more profit per car because of this. This will be big. You can think of it like this. Every car Tesla sells, it's like a salesman for Tesla. You drive around in your beautiful car every day, but then you see a Tesla FSD video on YouTube and you say, this is interesting. So you mean to say that the car can drive me everywhere autonomously? Okay then, what's money? Take my money. Shut up and take my money. And you get the FSD. Then you brag about it to friends. So here you go. Tesla doesn't need marketing. It sells itself and their add-ons. So for every car Tesla sells and gets on the road, the growth can be exponential. I'd like to know your opinion on all of this. Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please smash that like button so that other people like you see this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. See you next time.